So এইবাৰ এটা অন্য বিষয় অক্সফোৰ্ডৰ পৰা অসমৰ এখন স্কুললৈ কিছুমান শিক্ষাৰ্থী আহিছে কিয় আহিছে অসমৰ সেই বিদ্যালয়খন তেওঁলোকে শিক্ষা প্ৰদান কৰিছে এই যিসকল শিক্ষক অক্সফোৰ্ডৰ পৰা আহিছে এনে এটা সময়ত আহিছে যি সময়ত আমি চৰকাৰী স্কুল বন্ধ কৰাৰ কথা এক প্ৰসংগ উত্থাপন হৈছে চৰকাৰী স্কুল বন্ধ কৰিব বিচাৰিছে তেনে সময়ত অক্সফোৰ্ডৰ পৰা কেইজনমান শিক্ষাৰ্থী আহি অসমৰ চৰকাৰী বিদ্যালয় সমূহত শিক্ষা প্ৰদান কৰি আছে সেই অক্সফোৰ্ডৰ ছাত্ৰ-ছাত্ৰী শিক্ষাৰ্থী কেইজন যি কেইজনে শিক্ষকৰ ভূমিকা লৈছে অসমত তেওঁলোকৰ সৈতে এক আছুতীয়া সাক্ষাৎ গ্ৰহণ কৰিছিল আমাৰ ডেপুটি এডিটৰ নিলয় ভট্টাচাৰ্যই চাও আহক তেওঁ কি কলে এই অক্সফোৰ্ডৰ মেধাবী ছাত্ৰ-ছাত্ৰীসকলে
যি সময়ত অসমৰ বহু স্কুল বন্ধ কৰি দিয়া হৈছে বা এমালগেমেশ্যন কৰি দিয়া হৈছে বা একত্ৰিতকৰণ কৰা হৈছে যেহেতু স্কুলবোৰত হয়তো শিক্ষকৰ সংখ্যা কম নহয়তোবা ছাত্ৰ-ছাত্ৰীৰ সংখ্যা কম নতুবা স্কুলখনৰ ফলাফল খুব বেয়া তেনেস্থলত স্কুলবোৰ বন্ধ কৰি দিয়া হৈছে যাৰ সমৰ্থনত বহু আছে আৰু কিছুমানে তাৰ প্ৰতিবাদো কৰিছে তেনে সময়ত মই গুৱাহাটীৰ এনে এখন স্কুলত আছো যিখন স্কুলত সুদূৰ যুক্তৰাষ্ট্ৰৰ পৰা লণ্ডন বিশেষকৈ অক্সফোৰ্ড ইউনিভাৰ্চিটিৰ পৰা 4 গৰাকী ইণ্টাৰ্ণ আহিছে বা তাৰ ছাত্ৰ-ছাত্ৰী আহিছে ইয়াত আহি স্কুলখনত পঢ়াবলৈ নামবোৰ খুব কঠিন মোৰ সৈতে আছে তেখেতসকল yes first I'd like to know your name
my name is Abby
Abby
Ogoman
A B E Y Abby right so like you have come all the way from Oxford so what are you pursuing in Oxford what you're studying out there
physics and philosophy
and why all the way from Oxford to a place called Pamohi in Guwahati and to a school called Akshar why so
I thought it would be a good experience good opportunity to learn some teaching and an opportunity to travel around India and see it
this is for the first time in Guwahati Assam
yes
Like, what did you teach out there, these students out here? What did you teach and how did you teach?
So I taught some English and also organised a science show. So I showed the students some experiments and then we mostly use household items to do these experiments and then we kind of explain them using basic scientific concepts. Yeah.
Was it easy teaching them? Did they understand you? Or were you comfortable making with your kind of English making them understand things?
Yeah, I think it took some time, but we learned to kind of understand each other, and it was helpful that they were older students, so their English was better.
Their English was better, right? মোৰ সৈতে আন এগৰাকী আছে প্ৰথম গৰাকী ফিজিক্স আৰু ফিলছফিত তেখেতে স্নাতক কৰি আছে অক্সফোৰ্ড ইউনিভাৰ্চিটিৰ পৰা ইয়াত পঢ়ুৱাবলৈ আহিছে 6 মাহ ধৰি 6 সপ্তাহ ধৰি পেলাই ইয়াত আছেহি আৰু 6 সপ্তাহ তেখেতসকলে ইয়াৰ যিসকল ছাত্ৰ-ছাত্ৰী আছে তেখেতসকলক বহু কেইটা সাবজেক্টত পঢ়ুৱাইছে মোৰ লগত আন এগৰাকী আছে yes what's your name
Kelsey
right Kelsey like in London in Oxford what are you pursuing
I study geography
and out here also you're teaching geography
it's kind of geography so taking multiple classes doing English some maths bits of science and then my personal project is focused on plastic recycling so linking the sustainability aspects of my degree to kind of more social initiatives
how do you find the concept of the school like you bring plastics out here and you don't need to give fee that is the fee for the school how do you like the concept of like education with plastics
I think it's a really innovative like model in that you're teaching students to be environmentally aware from a very young age and then we've now furthered that by trying to use the plastic waste and linking it with business skills so we're linking the environmental concepts of plastic pollution and also linking it to social initiatives to try and
that is what you taught out here what did you learn from here because you yourself still are a student
yeah I'm very lucky to have had the opportunity to come here I've learned a lot and we've made mistakes and me and the students we're still figuring out how to use the machines for example what goes wrong what goes right and kind of just learning what the best way to approach that is and how and who we can sell the products to so it's been really rewarding for me as well I've learned a lot from just being here
ইয়াত অধিকাংশ যিসকল ছাত্ৰ-ছাত্ৰী আহিছে ইয়াত শিক্ষক বৰ্তমান শিক্ষকতা কৰিবলৈ বা ইণ্টাৰ্ণ কৰিবলৈ বা ইয়াৰ ল'ৰা ছোৱালীবোৰ শিকাবলৈ তেখেতসকল সকলোৱে কিন্তু মাৰ্কিন যুক্তৰাষ্ট্ৰৰ এজন মোৰ সৈতে আছে তেখেত কানাডাৰ পৰা so you are basically from Canada pursuing your studies in Oxford
yeah that's right
so Canada to Oxford now to Guwahati
yeah that's right
what brought you out here like what did you think when you left Oxford and you were there scheduled for a place called Guwahati and here you needed to teach students? Like, did you have any map work done? Did you have any schedule done that once I go there, this is what I'll be teaching? Or when you landed here, you improvised things?
Well, it depended a little bit. So they did tell me that I was going to be teaching like robotics and computer programming. And then once I got here, they gave me like the tools, the actual robotics kits, and the details of exactly what they wanted me to teach the students. Yeah.
Did they learn robotics?
They did, yeah. All the students can program a remote control car as well as several other projects. They're doing quite well.
Did they make remote control car?
They did make a remote control car, yeah. They built it with the actual robot, and then they went online to write coding to design how it would work.
Let me ask you one thing, like this kind of experience, this 6 weeks of experience that you gathered from here, is it a part of your graduation curriculum? You need to do this, or like on your own you volunteered and you came down here?
No, this is not part of the curriculum. This is like a volunteer thing. But I think that it is very useful for my degree because learning more about computer programming and things like that, those are things that I actually use in my degree, and it's been helpful for me to learn more about it as well.
মোৰ হতে এখেত আছে অকমান অসমীয়া পাৰে ক'ব. You have learned in Teach and Bits Assamese, right?
Yeah.
What are the Assamese you have learned?
So I can say, how are you? So ki khobor or apuna balne, which is then like bal to reply is good. I can say ki kriase, and then like keimanaki, things like that. So that's been very helpful, just doing a few little phrases to communicate with the students, and they love it when I try. And then we also had, when we had a little bits of spare time, I asked them to teach me.
What did they teach you?
So they taught me a few of those that I just repeated, some numbers for maths.
Like counting if I do?
Yeah, so
1 4?
ek, dui, tini, sari, pass, and it's like soy, hat, at, no.
Do.
Yep.
Done. 1 to 10 is done.
Yeah.
It's মানে পাৰিছে তেখেতে মোটামুটি অসমৰ গোটেই অঞ্চলতে ফুৰিব পাৰিব, কি খবৰ, কেনেকুৱা, ভাত খাব দিয়া, দাইল ভাত আৰু 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 এই 1 পৰা 10 লে যেতিয়া হিচাপ পাৰিছে আৰু 6 সপ্তাহমান থকা হ'লে ভাল অসমীয়া ক'ব পৰা যায়. Another 6 weeks you would have been able to speak fluently Assamese. Right, মোৰ হতে আন এজন আছে. Yes brother, tell me your name.
I'm Joe.
Joe.
Yes.
Right, Joe. You get this character in animation films and all.
Do you?
No, yeah.
Okay.
So, like, what did you teach out here?
So the same as everyone else, I was teaching English and maths and some other things, but my main project was a badminton tournament. So we taught the kids at this school and...
It's physical badminton?
Yeah. So this school is a government school, and I was in each for about half the time. And so we taught them badminton, the rules, technique, and at the end we had a big badminton tournament just on Monday.
Who won?
Some kids from Akshar won actually. There was a team, Babita and Rahul, they're called. They won. But the best player was from Pankaj from Rajdhani. So it was a good mix. It was good competition, good level.
You play badminton?
Yeah, I played quite a lot. I used to play a lot at school. So I played for my school when I was a kid. But less so now. I play more squash now. But I still play a bit when I can. Yeah.
Right. What notion did you have when you actually were coming down to Guwahati, and while you leave Guwahati, what are the memories you take back home?
Yeah, so I didn't really know massively what to expect from India or from Assam, from Guwahati. So I was sort of coming with an open mind and trying to take what I could from it. And I think that's a good way to approach it. And I definitely take a lot from it. I think kids very enthusiastic. I think I've taught in other places before, and I think you see kids everywhere eager to learn, quick to learn. So that's something that I'll really take with me. If you give the kids the space and the encouragement and good teaching, they'll learn wherever they're from. I think that's something really important. And also take back just the friendliness, the openness of people at the schools or just people in Guwahati generally. People being very welcoming, very kind to us. Yeah, it's been a really good experience.
অক্সফৰ্ডৰ এই 4জন ছাত্ৰ ছাত্ৰীৰ একেটাই কথা যে গুৱাহাটীত আহি তেখেতসকলৰ খুব ভাল লাগিলে, তেখেতসকলে এনেকুৱা এটা মুক্ত পৰিৱেশত ল'ৰা ছোৱালীৰ মাজত থাকি তেখেতসকলক পঢ়ুৱাই আৰু তেখেতসকলে যি জানে, তেখেতসকলে যি আহৰণ কৰিছে বা যি সেই পাশ্চিমীয় যি এটা শিক্ষা প্ৰণালী আছে, সেই প্ৰণালীত যিখিনি ভাল গুণ আছে সেইখিনি গুণ ইয়াৰ ছাত্ৰ ছাত্ৰীক তেখেতসকলে দি গৈছে. 6 সপ্তাহ মাত্ৰ আছিলে, যদি আৰু দীৰ্ঘকালীন থাকিলে হয় তেতিয়াহ'লে হয়তো আৰু বহু তেনেকুৱা আৰু তেখেতসকলৰ যি বিদ্যা আছে সেইখিনি আৰু ইয়াত দিব পাৰিলে হয়, বা এই ল'ৰা ছোৱালীসকল কণ ল'ৰা ছোৱালীবোৰো তেখেতসকলে ইয়াৰ পৰা বহুত লাভান্বিত হ'লে হয়. Did you stay confined to the school itself, or did you move around the city also? If yes, where did you go?
Oh, you mean just for like visiting different places?
Yes, right.
Yes, we did visit a few places. We went to the river. We had a river cruise.
ব্ৰহ্মপুত্ৰত ক্ৰুজ কৰিছে
Yeah, and we explored some of the. We went to the fancy bazaar as well.
ফেন্সি বজাৰো দেখিছে Did you eat anything out there?
I don't think so. No.
No. Did you try the street food out here?
We did try some. Yeah.
What did you have?
We had pani puri.
পানী পুৰি পুচকা সবেই খায় যিয়ে আহে পুচকা খায় লণ্ডনতো পুচকা ফেমাছ হৈ যেন পাইছোঁ আৰু
Sorry.
what else?
Um,
Did you visit Kamakhya Mandir?
I did not visit. No.
Did you visit Kamakhya? Kamakhya এখাত যোৱা নাছিলে এখাত অকল কামাখ্যা গৈছিল You visited Kamakhya temple?
Yeah, so me, Abby, and Joe visited. We didn't go inside because it was quite busy, but we just went to the grounds and walked around the grounds.
You went inside the premises of the
Yeah,
temple?
but not into the actual temple itself.
Inside you didn't go?
No, we didn't go into the temple.
Okay. So how was it?
Yeah,
in
it was.
Kamakhya?
It was nice to experience that side of the culture here and to see how people like treat a site like that and how much it means to them. And then it was just a really nice cultural experience. So I think it was something we wanted to do before we left.
What did you take back when you go?
From in general or just the temple?
No, in general. From the school, from the city, your experience out of what did you take back?
It was like Joe just said, it's an amazing experience. I've learned so much. I've been very lucky to be here. So like the kindness of people, just talking to people, it's a completely different way of life, and it's been very nice to have a chance to experience that and learn the differences. For like get to knowing the students, getting to know the staff, and how there's many different lives here, and everyone has their own way of living. But everyone's been really lovely and welcoming, and had some really interesting chats with people. So it's nice.
How about you?
I think the biggest thing I've learned from this experience is to be more laid back, more flexible with things. Yeah.
It's because of the place laid back?
Yeah, everyone seems a bit more laid back, like less time to plan things, but it all gets done anyway, so it's fine. Yeah, I think sometimes people in the UK can be quite uptight and.
Out of 4 of you, whom did the student accept the most? It's a biased question. All of
I don't know.
All of you, he must be the most adorable one, tall guy.
Maybe.
তেখেতসকলে আজি যাবগৈ 6 সপ্তাহ অক্ষৰ স্কুলত আছিল এইখন স্কুলৰ বিশেষ যি এটা ক্যাৰেক্টাৰিষ্টিক হ'ল হেতু হ'ল যে এই স্কুলখনলৈ কোনো মাছুল দিব নালাগে প্লাষ্টিকৰ বটল আৰু প্লাষ্টিকৰ পেলনীয়া হ'ব লৈ আহি এই স্কুলখনত জমা দিব লাগে আৰু এই স্কুলখনত সেই প্লাষ্টিকবোৰ ৰিসাইকেল কৰা হয় আৰু সেই ৰিসাইকেল প্লাষ্টিকৰ পৰা ফুলৰ পটছ আৰু অন্য সামগ্ৰী বনোৱা হয় সো সেই প্লাষ্টিকেৰে মাছুল দিয়া স্কুলখনত তেখেতসকলে আহিছিল অক্সফোৰ্ড ইউনিভাৰ্চিটিৰ পৰা য'ত তেখেতসকলে গ্ৰেজুৱেশ্যন কৰি আছে ইয়াত আহি 6 সপ্তাহ থাকিল আৰু 6 সপ্তাহ আহি ইয়াত তেখেতসকলে পাঠদান কৰিছে কিছুমানে ফিজিক্সত পঢ়ালে কিছুমানে জিঅ'গ্ৰাফি পঢ়ালে কিছুমানে ফিলচফি পঢ়ালে কিছুমানে অংক আৰু ইংৰাজী পঢ়ালে লগতে বেডমিণ্টন খেলাবলৈ শিকালে আচলতে শিক্ষা আৰু শিক্ষক এই টিচিং কৰাটো বা শিক্ষাদান কৰাটো এটা মহৎ কাম আৰু ল'ৰা ছোৱালী আৰু শিক্ষকৰ মাজত যদি সম্বন্ধটো সদায় ভাল হৈ থাকে তেতিয়াহ'লে এখন স্কুল কেতিয়াও বন্ধ হৈ যাব নোৱাৰে স্কুলখন সদায় আগুৱাই যাব